Module 2 Symbols and Terms Used in GD&T. Next in this series. In this module, we'll be learning about symbols, terms and rules of GD&T. Objective of this chapter are: list 14 geometric characteristic symbols. Identify the datum feature symbol. Explain the elements of feature control frame. List the material condition modifiers. And finally, identify other symbols used in GD&T. Below are the symbols used in GD&T, and they are all tabulated here based on their category. First category is form, under which we have straightness, flatness, circularity, and cylindricity. After that, we have profile, orientation, location, and runout respectively. GD&T controls under these categories are tabulated along with their symbols. Next topic in this chapter is datum feature symbol. The datum feature symbol identifies a surface or feature of size as a datum. It is represented by a capital letter enclosed in a box. Letter I, O, and Q should not be used for datum feature symbol. There are three standards to represent a datum. First is ANSI. Here letter is enclosed in a box and two horizontal lines are drawn on either side of the letter. Second standard is ASME 1994, where rectangle is attached to a line and a triangle on a bottom. This triangle could be filled or just outlined without filling. Third standard is ISO standard, which has similar representation for datum feature. Datum feature symbols can be shown in the drawing using outline, extension lines, leader lines, and can be attached to dimensions. These four pictures show various ways by which a datum feature can be attached to the drawing view. But they must not be attached to center lines, center planes, or axis. Next, we'll discuss about datum feature control frame. It contains three basic compartments. First compartment is for geometric characteristic symbol. In the second compartment, we specify tolerance value and material condition. Third compartment is for datums. We may have either just one or two or three datums depending upon part design and assembly condition. Datums are always assigned in the order of precedence, which means first primary, then secondary, and finally tertiary datum. There are various ways of attaching feature control frame to the drawing as illustrated in below pictures. In the first picture, it's attached to the drawing by using extension lines. In the second picture, it's attached to the dimension line. In the third picture, it's attached by means of a leader line. Next, we'll talk about material conditions in GD&T. GD&T deals with primarily three kinds of material conditions. Regardless of feature size, also called RFS. Maximum material condition, also known as MMC. Least material condition, also known as LMC. These are some of the other symbols used in GD&T. Under the terms, first we'll talk about basic dimensions. A basic dimension is a numerical value used to describe the theoretically exact size, profile, orientation, or location of a feature or datum target. Basic dimensions are used to define or position tolerance zones. Title block tolerance do not apply to basic dimensions, and these dimensions are always enclosed in a frame. For example, in this drawing, hole position tolerance zone of 0.01 is defined by assigning basic dimensions in x and y directions. Without assigning basic dimensions, position tolerance zone cannot be defined. Understanding tolerance zone. Tolerance zone is the zone within which toleranced dimension is restricted to stay. This zone could be defined by parallel lines or parallel planes, or it could be a cylindrical zone. In other terms, it's difference between MMC and LMC. Here in this picture, various kind of tolerance zones are shown. For examples, zone between two parallel lines, between two parallel planes, or cylindrical zone. If any variation in dimension happens due to tolerances, it would remain within these boundaries. This is how tolerance zone constrains the part dimension variation. Next topic is allowance. This is difference between MMC of two mating paths, minimum clearance and maximum interference. A variation in form is allowed between the least material condition LMC and maximum material condition MMC. Animation shown here explains well about the limits. Diameter is expressed in the limit form. Shows upper and lower limits of the diameter. Right side picture shows the difference between both material condition and defines envelope size. Variation in MMC and LMC defines envelope of size. Envelope principle. Envelope principle is defined by Rule 1 in GD&T within ASME Y14.5M 1994. This principle, Rule 1, is based on the premise that a shaft must be able to fit inside a hole which is as deep as the shaft length. In this case, the shaft is perfectly cylinder and the shaft in its largest size, MMC. In addition, a bore must be able to receive a shaft which is as long as the hole depth. In this case, the hole is perfectly cylinder and the hole in its smallest size, LMC. This is the end of second module. If you have any questions, you can find us on social media. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.